Hey there everybody, what's new in the whole universe, hope everything is fine, and I'm a Russian developer who brings value through my own experience. And today we're gonna dive into inventions that were made in America. And it will be really interesting. You have a baseball, you have some of the C# languages, C languages of programming. Also you have maybe something else, we will learn about it. You have also computers, also some of the internet was created in America. Let's dive into it. I will read some of the glossaries and list of category American inventions, and it will be maybe new for you, because sometimes I even don't know that it is made in Russia, because oh wow, interesting, and maybe it will be really interesting to you to watch how I react on something like I read and wow, I didn't know that it's created in America, and I thought that it's in Russia, like this type of bread maybe or something. Let's dive into them. We have the Wikipedia page, American inventions. Also we have American inventors. I know that you have Benjamin Franklin, he was an inventor. Also this who created lamp, it was Edison. Also you have Leonardo da Vinci, it is from Italy. Also Einstein, it is from Germany, I think, or Austrian. Okay, and Benjamin Franklin, by the way. Nikola Tesla, is he American? I thought that he wasn't, but he moved maybe to America. Oculus Rift, Shaker, invention, sport originated. Okay, Taser, virtual reality. Oculus, yes, some of the VR you have in America too. Let's go reading some timelines. So we have also science and technology in the United States. Also you have 2-in-1 PK. Amazing, it is convertible laptop. I didn't know it is how it is built. It is we have the laptop, we have the holder, and we have the specific like I don't know what's the name of it. It is the triangle that made okay, 8-track tape. Wow, the 8-track tape. I didn't know, by the way, that it is named by this, because it is new word for me. I also learn English language in a mini of that I continue my learning. The 8-track tape is a magnetic tape sound recording technology that was popular from the mid 1960s to the early 1980s. Oh, it is maybe Beatles time, and you are listening to this like in a tape. And I remember in my childhood I had this, and I had an 8-track tape, and I always doing the I know that some people use pencil to kind of round it and to make it right round, and also spin it to different things. Okay, the 22 nanometers node and also 90 nanometers mode, it is fabrication process. Okay, some of the process thing we will see only with pictures. We will see only with pictures things, and okay, it will be interesting. Manufacture language was created. I thought that it was made in Russia, by the way. Some of them, at least in space or something, because we have Korolev, also Tsiolkovsky, and we have some of the inventors in a rocket science field a lot, really, and you maybe know about it, maybe not, because we had in 1961 Gagarin fly, and also you had a moon explorers, and right now we are learning this AML. Okay, AML, it is a manufacturer language. It's a robot programming language created by IBM in the 1970s and 80s. Wow, also maybe you Xerox have. Xerox, where is it? It is California or somewhere, like what's the state for the Xerox? A gas centrifuge is a device that performs isotope separation of gases. Okay, it is specific, like we have gases, yes, and gas, tonight, and song from Initial D, and I guess it is. I think that it is going. I see the picture. It is going like ellipse rounding of the gases, and we have 2 blocks, and each of them it is going from side to side. Also, we have Able X. It is electrical guitar. Wow, I know that guitars from your country a lot, but actually it is from, if we speak about guitar, it is the invention of Spanish. I think so, because guitar, it is actually the Spanish word guitarra, and The next, let's go. Aberdeen chronograph. Chronograph, what is it? The first portable gun chronograph, an instrument for measuring the muzzle velocity. Muzzle velocity, wow. Abraham Lincoln's patent. Oh, Abraham Lincoln. I know the sayings of him, like it is when I want to like axe the tree, when I want to cut a tree, need to spend 7 hours to kind of sharpen your axe and 1 hour to cut the tree. Abraham Lincoln patent relates to an invention to buoy and lift boats over shoals and obstruction in a river. It is specific river like boat or something. The invention when one to occasion, yes, boat traveled got hung up on obstructions. It is maybe to take it, to hold it, to look at this. We have wooden pipes here. Abrasive blasting. Wow, what is it? Sandblasting. It is specific, like more commonly known as sandblasting, is the operation of forcibly propelling a stream of abrasive material against a surface under high pressure to smooth a rough surface. It is like we have blasting of the. It reminds me SpongeBob, and when they uses the vacuum cleaners, but vacuum cleaners that works not like input but output, offset, offgoing, and something like this. Acrylic paint. Okay, we have acrylic paint. It's a fast drying paint made of pigment. Wow, interesting. Interesting, really, because I didn't know that acrylic paint was created in United States. I thought that some of the art, it is always for France, or maybe French inventors, or maybe Italic or Greece, and I thought that acrylic, actually, it is made in Greece time, like, or maybe Roman times, ancient Greece, but actually it is made in America. Interesting. Active dental system. Wow, it is for dentists. I know that a lot of dentists in the United States, it is kind of like, in Russia you have a stereotype that you have lawyers, also dentists, businessmen, and also people who are not how to say it. Yes, dentists. Lawyers. I said it. I think so. Lawyers, dentists, and another people you have in United States, and entrepreneurship. It is 3 things, and also Hollywood you have in United States. Active Denial system is a non-lethal directed energy weapon developed by. Wow! It is Daniel, not Daniel, not a dentist. We will not read about some of the military stuff, but actually we know that if we read about military, we can change it to the like peacetime using. I mean that everything that was made for military, we can use it for good things too. For example, we can use rockets to create an atmosphere on Mars. Also, we can use technology. Technology we can use everywhere, like solar panels. They could be created for military purposes, but actually we can use them in a peace purposes. Yes, solar panels, or maybe some of the ARPANET you have, like this the predecessor, ancient ancestor of the internet, and it is made for defense of United States, and then it started to go forward and improving. It is from this created, and then it went there. Military, it is I don't want to focus for against the human. We'll focus on growing the human, okay, and to bring value, to bring happiness and something else, and we will read more frequently about the peace things, okay. Active pen, it is input device that includes electronic components and allows user to write directly onto the display. Wow, it is actually this tool. I have it, and it is the active pen. Didn't know it is for tablet used. Active pixel sensor. You have also sensors. Yes, I think that all like transistor things and transistor related topics, they are for your country. APS. Okay, good. Aerosol bomb, aerosol spray. Wow, it is I remember in my childhood I had a laptop maybe you was like 20, no, 30, 40, 50 years old ago. Yes, you were born and you you had a laptop. This modern kids, they don't know what's a book. It's iPod, but it is made by paper or something like this. And okay, aerosol spray. It is a type of dispensing system which creates an aerosol mist or liquid particles. Nice, interesting. I remember in 2009 I had this. I bought it, but my parents bought it for me because I needed to clean my laptop. I mean the device with screen, display, and with keyboard connected to each other. Aerosol paint also we have. This is the painting, and aerosol, it is actually maybe aerosol technology was made in your country, and it is the paint. Also we have acrylic paint, good air conditioning also. Some of the yes, it looks like it is made in America because all the movies we have the air conditioning in your country. In Russia we don't have it a lot. In living places we don't have it a lot, but in America it seems that it has a lot. Like scientific growth in your country, it is so big. Airbag, wow, it is for a car. Yes, you have Henry Ford, it's for you, or maybe it is maybe we can guess that it could be made in Germany, but actually it is in America. It is equipment restraint system using a bag designed to inflate extreme quickly. Okay, airplane you made. It is brothers. Yes, brothers of who? Let's go to this place. Airplane, George Cayley, Wright brothers. Yes, and you have yes, good inventors from this time. Wright brothers. They created of airplane, Wright Flyer on December. Good, really. I imagine only it is like the best day of the humanity. Always humanity wanted to fly, and it is made in like 100 days ago. I mean that 100 years ago, but it seems like 100 days ago, and really, it is like I have goosebumps right now. True, and kind of my eyes are watering a bit. I mean that emotional moment. Alarm clock. Oh, good invention, everybody. Okay, aluminium bottle. How alarm clock, by the way, works? It is interesting. Maybe it is mechanism for a specific time, and then we have a what is it? It is specific dense material of metallic construction. It is пружина in Russian language you call it. What's the name of it? Spring. You have a spring, and maybe it is works with a spring density and deformation of it inside of the alarm clock. Maybe it is made by that. Aluminium bottle also you have. Okay, aluminium, and aluminium, it is we know that Mendeleev, it is from Russia, and aluminium, it is from this thing, but maybe it was this chemistry materials, they were made a long time ago by someone else. Okay, and okay, aluminium bottle you have. Amiga, wow. Amiga is, I know that browser for computer we have for Amiga, but it is actually a family of personal computers introduced by Commodore in 1985. I remember it is a little bit. I remember it in my school. When I was in the school, our teacher was showing us the Amiga pictures, and also he brought to us something like Toshiba things, and it was interesting to look. Toshiba, we call it in Russia Toshiba, but actually it is maybe Toshiba, like Yamaha, and the Japanese, I know that a lot of inventions they were creating. Anamorphic format. Oh, I know. It is for movie, and actually it is for sensors and for lenses, and for also we have anamorphic lenses, and also actually we have morphic, anamorphism, polymorphism, also some of the morphism things in the development and in math. It is actually the specific type. Morphism, it is like a metamorphosis, it is the transition from something, and morph. and is the cinematography technique of shooting a widescreen picture on standard 35mm film or other visual recording media with a non-widescreen native aspect ratio. It also refers to the projection format in which a distorted image is stretched. Yes, distorted image is stretched. It is like transition by an anamorphic projection. It is mathematical formulas to do this. Actually, don't be scared of mathematics. Mathematics, it is something easy. It is all about numbers, and their replacements in our space. Like you can use a number of 3 here, number of 2 here, and you can change them, and also you can use a line. And it is all about description. It is actually words. It is more of the words, not. Concepts are easy. Concepts are really easy, but actually it is words that need to remember, and for each concept you have a word to describe, and actually these words, they are not super useful in real life. People don't use them a lot, but math, it is so super easy. Calculus, limits, and some of the periods, and also interpolation, extrapolation, and things of Gaussian distribution and deviation. It is easy. It is all what we use. It is statistic terms that we use. If you will Google, you will understand it. You can Google pictures and you will understand it easily. Concepts are easy. You have it everywhere. You can look at the world through the mathematics, geometry, and things of this nature. Really. Okay, and robotics. Wow, is a specific case of swarm robotics. Swarm robots are simply robots with limited sensing and computational capabilities. Didn't know. Okay, and I thought that it's like ant armies, and maybe troops, and like nations and counties they have, and states, and the cities, and also some buildings inside their homes. They have it all. Announcement of polio vaccine success. Okay, it is something like COVID-19 thing. I prefer to read about good things. About medicine, it is good, right? Actually, medicine, no need to be scared of medicine too. Medicine, it is we have the diseases. Diseases, they are like the specific variable that that around us, and actually we have our own object, and we have disease object, and we have the communication of our object and another object. It is actually a relationship, and like relationships through the family, and it is relationships of two objects, but they are kind of not really commutative. They are level of communication not really nice, and that's why we have something between us that we can get sick or something like this, but actually it is the specific condition of the variable, condition of us, condition of our health and our temperature, and also some of the cell structure. Actually, it is not scary. It is only the condition, and that's all, guys. No need to be scared. It is chemistry and biology, things inside of it. Okay, aluminum bottle. Be comfortable with it, but actually, let's take a look at chemistry, at medicine as a chemistry. It is chemistry and related to this stuff things. And physics too inside of it, and thermodynamics, and also some of the things inside happening. Okay, anamorphic format, we wrote about it, I mean that we read, and Guar Score. Guar Score is a quick way the doctors to evaluate the health of all newborn at 1 and 5 minutes after birth, and in response to resuscitation. Wow, wow, really interesting. It is like a born, it is nice, interesting to read about it. Score, like about that there were a birthday, and I remember I was talking with a doctor who was working in in the medicine of the house of birth. We call it Nreshi. It is where children are made. I mean that they are created, these variable objects, and I mean that children was born by the woman and women, and it is the place where they are appearing, and actually it is interesting, and to know this new word. Also, if you will write a book about it, you can use this term to be maybe more interesting. Okay, Apollo lunar module. You have Apollo. It is for moon, yes, and Apollo, some of the Houston, and some interstellar terms, and something like this. Martian. Apollo, it is really nice thing. I think that Apollo is a really popular word in your country. I remember in my university I had an architectural girl. I mean that the girl, one interesting girl, and we were talking to each other, and she said that she likes to call herself as Apollo, but in Russia we call it Apollon. Apollon 13. She Apollo 13 called herself, and her nickname on Instagram was the same too. Okay. The App Store was made by you. Okay, Apple is inside of your country, and App Store, we understand that it is for you. Arcade controller. Also, I thought that some of the arcades created in Russia a little bit, like Tetris. Tetris were made in Russia, I think so. At least domino things are going from the upper side and going to the lower bottom, and from the top level to the bottom level, and they are with different shapes like rectangles, and also some of the letters of G in Russian language. G, it is actually the line, and like 3 vertical and 1 more near the vertical top. It is 1 more on the left side or on the right. I imagine it is the how in chess you can see a horse that moves to this direction, to this particular shape. Yes, and arcade controller, good. It is joystick, actually. Yes, joystick may be made, and it was connected to the arcade machines. We have a lot of USSR arcade machines, and we have also USSR arcade machines museums. And I remember how I talked with a Sweden girl. She was playing arcade machines, and we were playing together. Her name was Viola. We played it together in St. Petersburg near the Griboyedov canal. It is actually a river, and with water and Neva river placement. Like, I mean that we have a main river, and we also have small rivers from the main river, and it is Griboyedov canal for this river, and from the Ladozhskaya lake, and also we played near the Griboyedov canal in the game of we were in the museum of arcade machines. I was on a stream in St. Petersburg, and we played with Viola. It was interesting. Argon oxygen decarburization. Wow, it is really interesting. It's a process primarily used in a stainless steel making and other high-grade alloys with oxidable elements such as chromium and aluminium. Wow, I didn't know. It is something I want to learn more. It is like, what do we have here? We have a cone and cutted upper side, cutter top of the cone, and also we have the parallelepiped that has inside of it, like it is a container with water or maybe with some lava. I mean that it is chemical reactions with a high temperature, and we have some of the sparks going around, and interesting picture. Also we have as you maybe noticed, some of the barriers here, hedges. Nice. I want to look at this in real life, and I think that I will. It will be like I can build a factory, and inside of this factory will be argon oxygen decarburization. Good. Argos retinal prosthesis. It is for watching, also known as bionic eye. Wow. Really, is an electronic retinal implant manufactured by the American company Second Sight Medical Products. It is used as a visual prosthesis to improve the vision of people with severe cases of retinal pigmentosa. Wow, it is maybe for a color creation. Pigmentosa, it is, I don't know what is it. Pigments, I know that it is the specific like parts of something, and pigments, and also maybe it is for a sun, like light watching or something. Okay, ARPANET, yes, as I was saying before, Advanced Research Project Agency Network, ARPANET. It is internet, actually. It is the connections between things. And look at this, it is easy to understand schema, plot, blueprint, and also graphical interpretation of things. Artificial heart, wow, it is good. It is really good. It is like medicine and some of the binomes from the word bionomes, or maybe biotechnologies, biopolynomes, biopolygons, and things of this nature. I mean that it is biology, and related to bio stuff. It is self-made words. Maybe they are. We have it. We have binome and also bidirectional things, vectors, and etc. But it is hard, and it could be made to make an art also. Yes, some of the steampunk things and of this nature. Artificial heart is a device that replaces the heart. Interesting, really, and was made it from the late 1940s. Other similar innovation, breeze. Wow. Actually, we can be a cyborgs. Neuron is a mathematical function conveyed as a model of biological neurons and neural networks. Wow, interesting. Need to Google. Need to open this, and yes, it is connectors between things, and we have axon. It is actually inside of our mind. We have dendrite and terminal soma, myelin. That is what makes us learn something. The more myelin coverage you have, the better you understand something in our life. And like you playing guitar, or maybe playing piano, or violin, or maybe cello, or oboe, or bassoon, huge this dude, and or maybe you play clarinet, and by doing this musical performance, you improving your myelin sheet, and you are improving your actually memory, and it is how it works. The more you repeat, the better you understand. As in Russia, we have the repetition is the key, and is a key, or the key. I don't know how to say it correct. I know actually, but you understand, the key. And asphalt stringe is a type of wall or roofs. Oh, wow! It is that uses asphalt for waterproofing. Wow, didn't know. And interesting board, by the way. Surfing board. Bang. Assembly line. Assembly line in the manufacturing process in which parts are added at the semi-finished assembly moves. It is the machine creating, I think so. It is like maybe type of the conveyor, like Henry Ford creation, but improved by Americans. Good. Atkins diet. By the way, who is Henry Ford? Where? One moment. Henry Ford. Is he American? American, yes. Yes. Then everything's fine, guys. I always thought that yes, it is American, as Mark Twain too, and Henry Hemingway, I think so. Henry Hemingway, Henry Hemingway. I don't know how it's correct. Hemingway. Okay, Hemingway. And he is, yes, American novelist. Good. And it is a Russian Yandex. It is actually a search engine in Russia that we use. Assembly line, Atkins diet. It is a low carbohydrate fat diet. Okay, some of the Robert Atkins. It is like from do you know Mr. Bean and Atkinson, and the Mr. Bean, who is one moment Atkinson's Mr. Bean movie. And who is their movie? And Atkinson or Rowan Atkinson? Yes, Rowan Atkinson, and it is a British actor. Yes, nice topic for looking at two inventions. Rowan Sebastian Atkinson, nice guy. I like him. Sometimes he's my role model from movies. I want to say that it is funny. I sometimes go to the places and I interact with things like Rowan Atkinson. I mean that Mr. Bean, and it's funny. Really, try it if you didn't try. But I think that you tried already if you once watched the Atkinson movies and some of the Mr. Bean. ATM safety pin software. It is ATM automated teller machines. It is for the banks. ATM safety pin software, and okay, we have it, and also we have personal identification number and automate teller machine. Yes, it is for the like bank regulations and loans and mobile banking money creation. Good thing created. And we have in Russia too. It is actually how it looks in your country. In Russia they are the same almost. Like if we look at this, we have some. Maybe it is old. Yes, it's old Nixdorf. Yes, it is looks like old telephone, and it is the the new one. Yes, we have the same, really, with the same number pin creating and also interacting with the interface things, I mean the buttons, and also with the input for the money, and it is eater input eater and eater of the money, and also some of the giver, and yes, we have the same and the same labels, and also the same sizes almost, maybe differences of height and width and length, they are a little bit of different in Russia. Atomic force microscopy. Wow, I don't know. It's a very high resolution type of scanning probe microscopy. Wow, I had in my childhood a microscope, and it was good to interact with, and I was watching some of the cells, and I actually, the scientist from my childhood, I always wanted to have a telescope, but I had a microscope. Okay, I was looking to some particles, and it's a good experience for biology, for some of the genomes, and also for genomes, yes, genomes, or maybe it is genome map, it is genome in Russian language we call it, but in your country, what's the name of it? It is genome, Genome. Yes, we are looking to some cells, also some apparatus of Golgi, and other things, mitochondria, and molecular biology, and okay, mitochondries. One moment, we'll Google it. Mitochondria, to be more like mitochondria. Mitochondria, it is a Russian tool that we can find, and in your language it is actually mitochondrion, okay, and mitochondria from maybe plural form, and what's the language? What's the etymology of this tool? Okay, it was made nucleus, ribosome, vesicle, row, endoplasmic reticulum, also Golgi apparatus, yes, cytoskeleton, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondrion, vacuole, cytosol, lysosome, centrosome, and cell membrane we have here. Nice, interesting, and good. We are learning new stuff, guys, and translating, at least for me, it is new, because I have it in Russia, but in English it is new. And actually, atomic force microscopy, it is with atoms, and maybe with these tools of like a resolution 100 times better than optical. It is made by what? By how it is made? We have photodiode, laser, yes, it is, and feedback electronics, some of the electronical thing. Okay, we can look at this next time. I think that it is used everywhere. Also, integrals and calculus used in medicine. I know it's they are calculating some of the graphs, and also these lines, curves, some of the Bezier curves, and they have sometimes fast Fourier transform. It is, you can Google when the apparatus draws the Homer Simpson head, or maybe some of the faces and pictures by Fourier transformation. Actually, it is the specific Euclidean, I mean that ellipses, epicycle, yes, epicycle. One moment, epicycle. Yes, Epicycle, it is by its made, and in English, look, we have the movements of our things different and epicycle. We have it, and it is moving, and also we have some of the trajectories, and you can draw a picture by using it, by using a lot of things. Connect to all the dots. Here the dot, here the dot, here the dot, everywhere the dots, and epicycles, they could be used everywhere. And it was made a long time ago, by the way, in the ancient Egypt, I think, or somewhere here. Hippatian, in both Hippatian and Ptolemaic. It is another things. Actually, it was made Apollonius of Perga, Hippocrates. Okay, long time ago, Ptolemy was made, or something else. Someone else. I think that's someone else. They were measuring the places, and look, it is all time, like 6970 Egypt, yes, Egypt time, and it was made so long time ago. And it is interesting. I'm not fully into history of it. I don't learn actually history of where it was. I learn how it was. I like concepts, guys. And okay, next go to the Odeon. It is, wow, was an electronic. We will read till the autopilot, guys, and then we will finish. I think that all the letters A. The Odeon was an electronic detecting or amplifying vacuum tube. Amplifying vacuum tube invented by American electrical engineer Lee D. Forrest. And amplify, what is amplify in your language? Amplify, amplify. Let's Google it. Amplification, amplifier. It is a specific electronic thing. And what is amplifier? Amplification, molecular and polar amplification. Music you have amplified, and instrument. Yes, you have it too. And math. Do we have signal stronger? It is device intended to make a signal stronger. It is specific, like making it better. And in your amplificats, okay, it is for, yes, it is making more. For the multiplication, it is like multiplication, the specific multiply amplifier, and here's the same maybe it is for several improving something. I think so, maybe amplify. And Twitter amplify, polymerase chain reaction, polar amplification, and yes, it is like number increasing. Yes, amplitude. From amplitude, by the way, amplitude we have the like higher, lower, and it is some of the some what associations that we can create. Good. Amplifier, it makes it on amplitude bigger. Good. Autographic register, automated teller machine. Yes, we were reading about it. Autographic register, what is it? Is a business machine invented, business thing. James C. Shope. The device consisted to separate rolls of paper interleaved with carbon paper. Usually one of both of the rolls would be pre-printed with from information. To operate the machine, the user... Okay, wow, interesting. I don't know what is it. It is the... Looks like a sewing machine. Yes, it is the machine for швейная машинка. Sewing machine, yes, looks like sewing machine in some form, but also it is like a music machine. Шарманка in Russian language you call it, but in your language it is шарманка. It is the hurdy-gurdy, barrel organ, street organ, hand organ, hurdy-gurdy. Yes, looks the same way. Hurdy-gurdy type, autographic register of the things. Okay, maybe it is good for arcade games to use this thing, and you can apply it in your game if you create it. Automatic direction finder, and it is ADF in a marine or aircraft radio navigation instrument that automatically and continuously displays the relative bearing from the ship or aircraft to a suitable radio station. It's the radar, and it is direction finder. Where is radar, where is signal, and where is the signal? It is algorithm. Where is the biggest signal of frequency, or maybe where it is like going, from what place it is always going, from what side of the antenna it goes, then detects, and it means that go to this place, and it is automatic direction finder. And if the another, like, I imagine that we have obstacles and some of the препятствия in Russian language, you call it препятствие, in your language I think it is obstacle, препятствие. The jar led obstacle. Yes, obstacle, obstruction, barrier, hurdle, impediment, hindrance, handicap, snag, difficulty, setback, blockage, obstacles. If you have obstacles, and then it is less of waves, less of sine, cosine, secant, cosecant, tangent, and some of the wave trigonometry stuff related functions going to our antenna. And if we have obstacles, and it means that need to go to somewhere to the left or to the right and then back again and to go to the line. It is Dijkstra algorithm to finding a path, like a smaller path, the fastest way to go. The Dijkstra algorithm, it is from the computer technology algorithm. Automatic scorer. Okay, let's go to this. It is automatic scorer. An automatic scorer is the computerized scoring system to keep track of scoring in 10 bowling. Wow. It is how many was. It is actually the visualization, maybe, or maybe where it is placed, camera was watching, or maybe it is how many inside of the container, or maybe how many on the detection was through the detection they went, and I think it is inside of the bowling. Interesting. You have everywhere technologies you have in your country. It is really interesting and futuristically good. Nice, amazing too. Yes, some of we can use it even on spacecraft and spaceships, like bowling, spacecraft, Odyssey of bowling. Okay, some random words. But actually, I can imagine spacecraft, spaceship, rocket ship, and inside of it we have the specific bowling, and you can score them by machines and automatics. It is actually automatics, all what we learn. Automobile air conditioning. Yes, air conditioning for it and air conditioning for this. And autopilot, actually it is made by the automated direction finder, I think so. An autopilot is a system used to control the path of an aircraft, marine craft or spacecraft without requiring constant manual control by a human operator. And interesting really to see this all, and we have some of the locator beacon. Okay, good. Also we have autopilot. Interesting, really super interesting world to read. Gyro, compass. Also we have self-driving car, acronyms and abbreviation in avionics. Wow, interesting. Really good to learn new words in your language, in my language too, in Russian. Actually it is the sounds that we produce that connects to our mind associations with images and with some sounds related stuff, and also some of the characters and also images. Yes, hieroglyphs and hieroglyphs. One moment. Hieroglyphs and characters, yes, and interesting. Thank you a lot for being with us today, and it was good to learn all on the letter A. How many we learned? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that kind of 30 plus we learned, or maybe 35 or 40, 45. We also read these new words appeared in our vocabulary, and what we were learning. Let's repeat some summary. We were learning about aircraft, we were learning about bowling, about machines, about ARPANET, yes, ARPANET, ARP, yes, ARPANET, also about some of the Lincoln Axe, Abel Axe, also some of the things of microscopic things and arcade machines controller, joysticks, and also about cylinders and some of the argon and things of this nature on factories we are learning, and another stuff we are learning too. It was interesting, some chemistry vocabulary too, and some of the artificial things. Good, guys. Thank you a lot for watching this video. Improve so daily, go forward, and let me know in the comment section what is your favorite invention from America. Maybe you know, and maybe it is the most interesting, and you was kind of, wow, it is interesting, it's so super nice, and maybe we will read about it in the next time, and we will learn more information, and we will discuss about it. Let me know also about this format. Do you like it or not, and what could you improve maybe, or maybe yes, I think that it is interesting format. Actually, I like it, and we improve we create new vocabulary, and we connect to each other, and also I read more about America, know new cultural things about your country, and also I like technologies, I like some science related stuff, and it is interesting to kind of improve ourselves, educate ourselves, and it is good. Thank you a lot for watching, see you next time, improve so daily.